Hello everybody, Dan Babbitt here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé here on the channel. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Today we have a story about Johnny Chow and Ella Johnson, and we have an update in the life of this couple. Actually, it's Johnny who goes on the internet and he gives a pretty lengthy response or explanation to Ella cheating on him. Now, if you guys watched the past episode, you saw Ella, calling Johnny on video chat, and she was pressuring Johnny once again to meet him in Dubai. And when Johnny said, sorry, I just can't do it. It's just too complicated. Going there, having to quarantine there, and then coming back and having to quarantine 5 weeks, which is absolutely insane. He said, I just can't do it. It's just too complicated with my work, with my parents, with my family obligations. It just doesn't work. Let's wait until February, is what he said. And that's when Ella completely broke down. She had an emotional meltdown. And that's when she broke the news. Very odd. She told him that, well, you know what? I cheated on you. What was odd about that whole thing to me, actually, is that what if Johnny had said, you know what, Ella, maybe I'll meet you in Dubai, right? I think she, it's unclear if she cheated on him. Most people believe that it's a lie and she's just trying to basically emotionally blackmail Johnny into just doing what she wants. It's, the whole thing is very odd, very selfish, of course. But what if Johnny had actually agreed to come to Dubai? Now, that would have been really, really bad. She did it because she knew that Johnny wasn't going to come, but what if he did? That would have been a whole different scenario. So that's kind of what happened on the past episode. Of course, Johnny was very understanding, too understanding. I don't know many other people that would be as understanding as Johnny, but in that whole sequence, we learned a bunch of things. We learned that Ella really is pretty selfish and is perhaps not really a good match for Johnny. If someone is going to cheat on you just like that because they just really crave some affection, some touch, that's kind of scary for Johnny and their future together. So we learned that. We also learned that Ella actually had a few dating apps on her phone. So Johnny needs to beware because Ella looks like she is fooling around on a few dating apps. So we're going to take a look at that in today's video. We're also going to take a look at Johnny's response. It's a pretty lengthy one, so we're going to show you that right now, and we're going to talk about what Johnny says right here in response to the whole scene that we saw unfold last week. So I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a picture in China. Johnny posted this on his Instagram. Of course, Instagram is banned in China, but I'm assuming that Johnny is using a VPN like most people in China that want to use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other kind of Western media that is not approved by the Chinese Communist Party. So right here, this is what he says, guys. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for supporting us. I am Johnny. I must do the whole statement to let everyone understand what happened between me and Ella. And then he goes in point form. Me and Ella met when 2 years earlier online, just right after the pandemic happened. Then we faced restrictions like travel bans. So still we didn't meet in person yet. So what he's saying is that they met basically right after the pandemic began. So roughly March 2020 is when they met. Ella being very patient and nice to me and can tolerate the fact I am carrying a son as a single dad, which most Chinese girls may not like single dad. I am very thankful to her. It gives me new hope for love. We ever plan to go to the third country, but China restrictions are a lot. If I fly out, can hardly come back. With limited flights, can come. So basically it's, kind of broken English here. But what he's saying is I think they were planning, or maybe not planning, I'm not sure, to go to a third country. I guess they were planning. So a third country would be like Dubai, the UAE. But he's saying that, it's very hard to come back and the flights are very limited, basically saying it's almost impossible to come back. This is the part that interests me right here. He says, Ella also cannot fly to China due to the strict travel ban, but she tried it harder, even mentioned to fly to Taiwan area to meet me and also agreed to fly to Dubai, but unfortunately I acted as a coward to fly to Dubai due to the China restrictions. Even Chinese can hardly fly back to China. I fell back again from it, canceled the ticket. So I guess he's saying that he had a ticket, but he canceled it. That was my wrong, and I know I led her heartbroken. She's very young age, 28, as girls' valuable age, and as I know, I may hard to fly in and out of China. I agreed to have open relationship. I told her if someone is better than me, I will and must let her go. It is unfair to just let her waiting hopeless and also without clear timeline. It is a cruel thing. I am aware of it. So some pretty interesting things here. He's saying that he was willing to let Ella have an open relationship. So pretty interesting right there. Due to until now, China still have restrictions, travel ban, foreigners still cannot come in, and for Chinese citizens also hard can come in. Ella does not have any options. Only me can fly to USA. I'm still holding USA visa, so clearly and obviously it is only one answer. That is me fly out. For what happened to the past, I think I have no right to blame her for what she did because she was 28. 2 years earlier, now she is 30. I know I wasted her best age. I feel great guilt, and what I did is totally unfair, so I will not dig any more further. I must admit mostly about the pandemic. Otherwise, we could have met 2 years earlier. Thanks for your attention and patience. These pictures I took 2 days earlier here in China. So I'm guessing that he's trying to say with these pictures that, it's people are still wearing masks even outside. I guess he's trying to show a little bit the state of the coronavirus pandemic in China as of the present time. So some pretty interesting things that he said in there. So the most interesting thing to me is that he said he was fine with him and Ella being in an open relationship. The issue that I have with that is basically, I don't know if it's an open relationship usually means that, you can have another partner or a couple of other partners, and your partner in this open relationship can also have another partner or partners, and you're both totally okay with that. However, in this case, I feel like it's some kind of blackmail because I don't think that Johnny is going out and dating other girls. He doesn't seem to be interested in that. So basically, this is a one-way street. So this is the part that I'm not a fan of. I don't like because, like I said, Johnny based on what he's saying, he's totally committed to Ella. I don't think I would be, but he is. He's totally committed to her, and she's not really totally committed to him. She wants to have other people involved, but he doesn't. So very unfair. And honestly, I don't think that Ella deserves Johnny. Based on everything that I'm reading, really, he comes off like a pretty good guy. Has a good job. He's a single parent. He's taking care of his parents, and also would have been the one to sacrifice a lot going into Dubai because he has that 5-week quarantine. Of course, he didn't do it. But so I'm not liking the things that I'm kind of getting from this relationship. I'm feeling like it's kind of one-sided, and Johnny is put into this position where he feels like he has to sacrifice a lot to please Ella, up to the point of just letting her basically cheat on him just to be with him. That's usually not a recipe for success in a relationship, not long term. Johnny might feel like it is now, but I don't know if this is going to last long term. Okay, I wanted to show you guys something else here besides just this. So on the last episode, we saw that Ella, when she was video chatting with Johnny, she was using her phone, right? And some people were able to kind of zoom in on Ella's phone. And, let me go back to that. And we can see what we found right here. So if you guys can see that red rectangle right there, there is the Tinder app. So you can see it clearly. It's that little flame. That's the Tinder app. So she had that installed. And the reason why she has that right there in her notifications bar is because she probably had a notification from Tinder. So that is a massive red flag. But that's not it, guys. And by the way, this comes from a 90-day couple on Instagram. That's not it. some other people have said, I don't know that we could see it in here, but it looks like, oh yeah, we can. Right next to the Tinder, just maybe 2 notifications next to it, we see an OK, and that's for OK Cupid, which is another dating app. And some other people are saying that there's also plenty of fish notifications in there as well. So Ella going on all of the dating sites. She is not just she is not just limited to one. She's going on all of them, and this is a this is a really worrying sign for Johnny. She is not. She made it seem, Ella made it seem like it was an accident. Like she got this guy over to give her emotional, which is really odd, right? She brought this friend over to give her emotional support because her relationship with Johnny is not going as planned. Meaning, well, they can't meet because of the pandemic. Things are hard. And basically, her and her friend accidentally had sex. Her and the friend that was supposed to be there to give her emotional support with her relationship had sex with her. What a weird thing to happen. It doesn't make sense. And either they didn't have sex and Ella is lying, or Ella is lying that she got someone for emotional support and she was just looking to hook up, basically for for a quickie, a one-night stand or something on one of those dating apps, and her whole I needed emotional support and somehow we accidentally had sex angle is a complete lie, and she was just looking to have sex, and that's really worrying. I mean, she seems very emotionally immature. She's very sensitive. Is she going to be able to handle being with Johnny, given that he has a kid, he has to work a lot? She's going to be a problem for him, I think. And I don't know if it's worth it, Johnny. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I also wanted to show you guys one last thing about Ella and Johnny, because I thought this is pretty cool, guys. And this is Johnny right here. These are some throwbacks of Johnny. And he looks a little different than he does today, doesn't he? So he has the Chinese bad boy look going on. Like, he looks pretty damn cool. Just look at that. The glasses, the hair. Just look at that. Looks pretty damn cool. So that's old school Johnny. We're not sure exactly when these were taken. Perhaps, 5 to 10 years ago. Perhaps 6, 7, something like that. We don't know exactly. Obviously, he sports a different hairstyle. Perhaps these were the days before he got his high-paying job. I think he works in the automotive industry in China, in Shanghai. But there you go. Johnny sporting the bad boy Chinese look right there. So this is going to do it, guys. I just wanted to bring you this update on Ella and Johnny. And, of course, we know from a few other posts that, especially Ella, well, Johnny as well have done, that it's likely this couple is together, which is why I say I don't know that, this is going to work out long term, even though they might be together right now. Of course, we know that February was just last month, and that was the day, or the month, I should say, when Ella and Johnny were supposed to meet, because Johnny felt like restrictions were going to kind of wind down a little bit. It's unclear if they did or not. We can assume that they probably did, but it's unclear as of the present time if they did or not. Still, there's a lot of information out there that points in the direction that they are still together and on good terms, at least as of right now. So this is going to do for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Please hit that subscribe button down below for more content right here on Daily Soap Dish, and we will see you guys on the next one. Take care.